qualifying work experience for DV Rotary. You have to remember that to meet the qualifying work experience required for diversity visa Rotary, an applicant must have the following things. Number 1, at least 2 years of work experience within the past 5 years. Number 2, the occupation must be listed as qualifying and classified as job zone 4 or 5 in the US Department of Labor. Number 3, it must have a specific vocational preparation SVP rating of 7.0 or higher. Occupation number 1, accountants and auditors who may examine, analyze and interpret accounting records to prepare financial statements, give advice or audit and evaluate statements prepared by others. Another occupation is actuary, who may analyze statistical data such as mortality, accident, sickness, disability, and retirement rates. Number 3 is agents and business managers of artists, performers, and athletes. Agricultural engineers, who may apply knowledge of engineering technology and biological science to agricultural problems concerned with power and machinery, electrification, structures, soil and water conservation, and processing of agricultural products. Another is biological technicians. Biological technician, laboratory technician are to set up, operate, and maintain laboratory instruments and equipment, monitor experiment, collect data, samples, make observations, and calculate and record results. Another occupation is biomass and power plant managers, who can manage operation at biomass power generation facilities, direct work activities at plant including supervision of operations and maintenance staffs. Another is blockchain engineers, who can maintain and support distributed and decentralized blockchain-based network or blockchain applications such as cryptocurrency exchange. Another is broadcast announcers and radio disc jockeys, sometimes are known as DJs. This can speak or read from scripted materials such as news reports or commercial message on radio, television, or other communication medias such as YouTube channels. Another is career or technical education teachers, including secondary school teachers who can teach occupation, vocational, career, or technical subjects to students at secondary school level. Another is cartographers and photogrammetrists, who may design and evaluate algorithms, data structure, and user interfaces for GIS and mapping system research, study and prepare map and other partial data in digital or graphic form for one or more purposes. Chemists, who can conduct qualitative and quantitative chemical analysis or experiments in laboratories for quality or process control or to develop new products or knowledge. Another occupation is civil engineers, who may perform engineering duties in planning, designing, and overseeing construction and maintenance of building structures and facilities such as roads, railroads, airports, bridges, harbors, channels, dams, irrigation projects, pipelines, power plants, and water and sewage systems. Another occupation is coaches and scouts. This might be baseball coach, basketball coach, cross-country coach, football coach, gymnastics coach, soccer coach, softball coach, track and field coach, including volleyball coach. Another occupation is computer and information system managers, who can compute service director, data processing manager, information system directors, information system manager, information system supervisor, information technology director, information technology managers. Another occupation is compute hardware engineers. Another occupation is construction managers, who may plan, direct or coordinate, usually through subordinate supervisory personnel, activities concerned with the construction and maintenance of structures, facilities, and systems. Another occupation is education and child care administrators and pre-school and daycare administrators. Another occupation is electrical engineers, who can make research, who can design, who can develop, and who can test or who can supervise manufacturing and installation of electrical equipment, components, or systems for commercial, industrial, military, or scientific use. Another occupation is environmental engineers, who can perform engineering duties in prevention, control, and remediation of environmental hazards using various engineering disciplines. Work may include waste treatment, site remediation, or pollution control technology. Another occupation is environmental science and protection technicians, including health. Occupation is farmers, ranchers, and other agricultural managers who can plan, direct, or coordinate the management or operation of farms, ranches, greenhouses, aquacultural operations, nurseries, timber tracts, or other agricultural establishments. Another occupation is film and video editors who can edit moving images on film, video, or as media. May work with a producer or director to organize images for final production. May edit or synchronize soundtrack with images. Another occupation is financial managers who can coordinate accounting, investing, banking, insurance, securities, and other financial activities of branch of or department of an establishment. Another occupation is financial risk specialist who can analyze and measure exposure to credit and market risk, threatening the asset earning capacity or economic state of an organization. Also may make recommendations to limit risk. Another occupation is fish and game wardens who may make patrol area to prevent fish and game law violations. They also can investigate reports of damage to crops or property by weed drive. Another occupation is food scientists and technologists who can use chemistry, microbiology, engineering, and other science to study the principles underlying by processing and deterioration of foods, analyze food contents to determine the level of vitamins, fat, sugar, and protein. Another occupation is foresters. Another occupation is geographers, can study the nature and the use of areas of the Earth's surface, relating and interpreting interactions of physical and cultural phenomena. Another occupation is graphic designers, who can design or create graphics to meet specific commercial or promotional needs such as packaging, display, or logos. Another occupation is human resources managers, who can plan, direct, or coordinate human resources activity and staff of an organization. Another occupation is industrial engineers, who can design, develop, test, and evaluate integrated systems for managing industrial production process, including human work factors, quality control, inventory control, logistics and material flow, cost analysis, and production coordination. Another is information security managers, who can build, maintain, and upgrade security technology such as firewalls for the safe use of computer network and the transmission of travel of information. Another is insurance agent. Another is kindergarten teachers except special education. This can teach academic and social skills to kindergarten students. Another is landscape architect, who can plan and design land areas for projects such as parks and other recreational facilities, airports, highways, hospitals, schools, rent subdivisions, and commercial, industrial, and residential sites. Another is legislators, who can develop, introduce, or enact laws and statutes at the local, tribal, state, or federal level, includes honorary workers in elected positions. Another is loan officers. These are commercial bankers, commercial loan officer, corporate banking officer, financial aid advisor, financial aid counselor, financial aid officer, financial counselor, loan officer, mortgage loan officer. Another is logisticians. These are responsible for entire life cycle of a product, including acquisition, distribution, internal allocation, delivery, and the final disposal of resources. Another is logistic engineers, who can design or analyze occupational solutions for projects such as transportation, optimization, network modeling, process and method analysis, cost containment, capacity enhancement, routing and shipment optimization, or information management. Another is manufacturing engineers, who can design, integrate, or improve manufacturing system or related process. May also work with commercial or industrial designers to refine products designed to increase producibility and decrease costs. Another is marketing managers, who can develop pricing strategies with the goal of maximizing the firm's profit or share of the market while ensuring the firm's customers are satisfied. Another is mechanical engineers, who can perform engineering duties in planning and designing tools, engines, machines, and other mechanical functioning equipment. Another is media programming directors, who can direct and coordinate activities of personnel engaged in preparation of radio or television station programs, sales, and programs such as sport or news. Another is medical and clinical laboratory technologists, who can perform complex medical laboratory tests for diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of disease. Also may train or supervise staff. Another are microbiologists, who can investigate the growth, structure, development, and other characteristics of microscopic organisms such as bacteria, algae, and fungi. Another is mining and geological engineers, including mining safe engineers. Another is music directors and composers, who can arrange, choir director, composer, conductor, music composer, music director, music producer, orchestra director, songwriter. Another are musicians and singers, who can play one or more musical instruments or sing, may also perform on stage for broadcasting or for sound or video recording. Another is petroleum engineers. Another is producers and directors, who can produce or direct stage, television, radio, video, or film productions for entertainment, information, or instruction. Another is robotic engineers, who can make research, design, develop, or test robotics applications. Another is sales managers, who can plan, direct, or coordinate actual distribution or movement of products to the customer. Another is software developers, who can analyze user needs and develop software solutions applying principles and techniques of computer science, engineering, and mathematical analysis. Another is special education teachers, including kindergarten teachers, who can teach academic, social, and life skills to kindergarten students with learning, emotional, or physical disabilities. Includes teachers who specialize and work with students who are blind or have visual impairment, students who are deaf or have hearing impairment, and students with intellectual disabilities. Another is special effects artists and animators, who can create special effects or animations using film, video, computers, or other electronic tools to media for use in products such as computer games, movies, music video, and commercials. Another is web and digital interface designers. Another is wind energy engineers, who can design underground or overhead wind farm collector system and prepare and develop site specifications. Another is writers and authors, who can originate and prepare written materials such as script, stories, advertisement, and other material. Another is zoologists and wildlife biologists, who can study the origin, behavior, diseases, genetic, and life processes of animals and wildlife. Also may specialize in wildlife research and management. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.